Hello, and welcome back to Bay Area Housewife of True Crime, where I like to tell the stories of the real cucuys and lloronas of the world. We are at part 3 of the Marcy Renee Conrad case. As a reminder, topics may be triggering. Viewer and listener discretion is strongly advised. The people mentioned are innocent until proven guilty in court. With all that being said, grab your hot Cheetos and let's dive back into today's case. In November of 1982, Anthony Jack Broussard pleaded guilty to first-degree murder in exchange for 25 years to life in prison. The rape charges he had looming over his head were dropped. Not only had he raped Marcy, but he had also sexually abused 2 other girls. Criminal defense attorney Robert Perez said that the plea bargain would allow his client, the killer, a chance of early parole because of his age after 16 years and 8 months. After her daughter's killer pleaded guilty to her murder, Susan Holland said, "Maybe now I can start forgetting a little." And that the boyfriend and girlfriend relationship was not true. She said they were just friends. "I knew my daughter, and there was another boy that she liked." Unquote. Anthony Jack Broussard was serving his life sentence at Soledad State Prison. As of late, he's been at the Dewell Vocational Institution in Tracy, California, where he has been a kitchen employee and even obtained his GED. Jax's various appeals of his conviction have thankfully been denied. He claims that his sentence is constituted as cruel and unusual punishment given his age at the time, and also because of his age at the time of the murder, he believes he should have been committed to the California Youth Authority instead of prison. Thankfully, also, his request for parole in August of 1996 was denied, and all of his requests subsequently afterwards too. At the August of 1996 parole hearing, Milpitas City Councilman Bob Livingood said that the parole hearing would reopen old wounds, but not nearly as much as the movie. The 1986 crime thriller film starring Crispin Glover and Keanu Reeves titled River's Edge was loosely based on Marcy Conrad's case. The city of Milpitas was clutching their pearls, honey, when news about this movie spread. Mayor Bob Livingood even lobbied to seize the release of the movie in local theaters. "We don't want to be reminded of it. We don't want it to be hit over the head with it," he told the public. The screenplay was written by Santa Clara University alumni Neil Jimenez, who admitted that while the movie was loosely based on Marcy's case, some characters were also inspired by people he grew up with in Sacramento. The movie mirrors how the real-life murderer brought his classmates to view the body for 2 days before police were finally notified. Unlike real life, however, in the movie, the killer was played by a Caucasian actor. Glenn Bunting of the LA Times wrote, and I quote, "The last thing River's Edge needs is to invent more sleazy characters," unquote. He did not find the incorporation of an older character in the movie who is depicted of having an attraction to a sex doll in good taste. Vice Principal of Milpitas High, Terry Keenan, said, "Why does this have to be brought up again?" Marcy's best friend, then 19-year-old Terry Deeney, opined with tears in her eyes that the movie should never have been made. Gary Singh of Metro Silicon Valley magazine said, and I quote, that the film depicted San Jose better than anything I'd seen, unquote. The residents of Milpitas started calling the owner of Chapel Industries, the developer and owner of the Milpitas Town Center, where the AMC theater was located nonetheless on Calaveras Road near where Marcy's body was found. Enough Mr. and Mrs. Cairns called the AMC that AMC decided to withdraw their showtimes for the movie in Milpitas. And the showtime viewings for River's Edge was moved to San Jose. We've reached the end of today's episode over at Bay Area Housewife of True Crime. Thank you so much for coming down the rabbit hole where I currently live. Stay tuned for the next episode on the next case. Make sure to follow me on all socials by the same handle. My IG is bayarea.housewife. You can find me on Spotify, Apple Podcast, YouTube, and TikTok at Bay Area Housewife of True Crime. If you like my content, do me a solid and rate my show wherever you listen. As always, I accept and respect your opinions. I welcome all comments, questions, case suggestions, etc. Call me, beat me at yayareahousewife@gmail.com. Adios.